Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Maybe you've noticed that climbing a flight of stairs leaves you winded, or you're just not bouncing back from a busy day the way you once did. If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. Many of us in our 60s and beyond feel like we're fighting an uphill battle when it comes to staying energized and healthy. But here's the good news. What you eat can make a huge difference in how you feel every single day. And no, I'm not talking about some fancy diet plan or expensive supplements. I'm talking about simple, delicious foods that are easy to add to your meals and can help you live a longer, healthier life. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 superfoods that are packed with nutrients your body needs as you age. These aren't just trendy buzzwords, they're real, science-backed foods that can boost your energy, protect your heart, strengthen your bones, and even sharpen your mind. The best part? You don't have to overhaul your entire kitchen to start seeing results. We'll go over how to incorporate these foods into your daily routine so they feel natural, not like a chore. Let's dive right in and start with the first superfood. The first one might surprise you because it's something you've probably had in your pantry for years. Nuts. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aren't nuts high in fat? Yes, they are, but the kind of fat they contain is actually really good for you. Nuts like almonds, walnuts, and pistachios are rich in healthy fats, protein, and fiber, which work together to keep your heart strong and your energy levels steady. They're also loaded with antioxidants, which help fight off inflammation, a sneaky culprit behind many age-related health issues. Here's the thing about nuts, they're incredibly versatile. You can sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal, toss them into a salad, or even grab a handful as a snack when you're feeling peckish between meals. Just be mindful of portion sizes because, let's face it, it's easy to munch through a whole bag without realizing it. A small handful, about a quarter cup, is all you need to reap the benefits. And if you're worried about salt, opt for unsalted varieties. Your taste buds might take a little time to adjust, but trust me, your body will thank you. Now let's move on to the second superfood, leafy greens. I know, some of you might be rolling your eyes right now. Not another lecture about spinach. But hear me out because leafy greens truly deserve their reputation as nutritional powerhouses. Whether it's kale, spinach, Swiss chard, or even good old-fashioned romaine lettuce, these veggies are loaded with vitamins A, C, and K, along with minerals like iron and calcium. All of these nutrients play a role in keeping your immune system strong, your bones sturdy, and your skin glowing. Plus, they're low in calories so you can pile them onto your plate without worrying about packing on extra pounds. One of my favorite ways to enjoy leafy greens is by tossing them into a smoothie. Now, before you say, I don't want to drink grass, let me assure you that blending them with fruits like bananas or berries masks any bitterness. It's an easy way to sneak more greens into your diet, especially if chewing raw vegetables feels like too much effort sometimes. Or if smoothies aren't your thing, try sautéing spinach with garlic and olive oil for a quick side dish. The possibilities are endless, and once you find a preparation method you love, you won't even think twice about adding greens to your meals. Now that we've covered nuts and leafy greens, let's move on to the third superfood. This one is a bit unconventional, but it's absolutely worth trying because of its incredible health benefits. The third superfood I want to talk about is something you might not have thought of as a dietary staple: berries. And no, I'm not just talking about using them as a topping for your morning yogurt or pancakes. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are tiny but mighty when it comes to their health benefits. They're packed with antioxidants, which help protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals. If you've ever heard the phrase anti-aging, this is exactly what we're talking about here. Antioxidants can slow down the aging process at the cellular level, helping you feel and look younger. But that's not all. Berries are also rich in fiber, which is crucial for keeping your digestive system running smoothly. Let's be honest, digestion isn't always the most glamorous topic, but it's one we all deal with, especially as we get older. Fiber helps prevent constipation, keeps your blood sugar levels stable, and even supports heart health. Plus, berries are naturally sweet, so they satisfy your cravings without adding unnecessary sugar to your diet. You can toss them into a salad for a burst of flavor, blend them into a smoothie, or simply enjoy them as a snack. My personal favorite? A handful of frozen berries straight out of the freezer on a hot afternoon. It's refreshing, satisfying, and guilt-free. Now let's move on to the fourth superfood, fatty fish. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, fish? Really? But hear me out because fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are absolute game changers for your health. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential fats your body can't produce on its own. Omega-3s are known for their ability to reduce inflammation, support brain health, and lower the risk of heart disease. If you've ever worried about memory loss or cognitive decline as you age, this is one food group you'll definitely want to pay attention to. What makes fatty fish so appealing is how easy it is to prepare. You don't need to be a gourmet chef to enjoy it. Grilling or baking salmon with a little lemon and herbs is simple yet absolutely delicious. If fresh fish feels intimidating or expensive, canned options like sardines or tuna are just as nutritious and much more budget-friendly. And if you're not a fan of fish at all, there are plant-based sources of omega-3s, like flax seeds and walnuts, though they're not quite as potent. The key is consistency. Aim to include fatty fish in your diet at least twice a week, and you'll start noticing the benefits over time. Now that we've covered berries and fatty fish, let's talk about the fifth and final superfood on our list. This one might surprise you because it's something you've probably been told to avoid in the past. But when consumed in moderation, it can actually be incredibly beneficial for your health. The fifth superfood is dark chocolate. Yes, you heard me right, chocolate. But before you go reaching for that candy bar, let me clarify. I'm talking about dark chocolate, specifically the kind that's at least 70% cocoa or higher. This isn't your average sugary treat. It's a nutrient-dense food that can actually improve your health when enjoyed in moderation. Dark chocolate is rich in antioxidants, particularly flavonoids, which have been shown to support heart health, reduce inflammation, and even boost brain function. Plus, it contains minerals like magnesium and iron, which are essential for energy production and overall vitality. Now here's the catch: portion control is key. A square or two of dark chocolate is all you need to reap the benefits without overdoing it on the calories. Think of it as a little indulgence that also happens to be good for you. Personally, I love pairing a small piece of dark chocolate with a cup of herbal tea in the afternoon. It feels like a little moment of luxury, and it gives me just enough of a pick-me-up to power through the rest of my day. If you're not used to the slightly bitter taste of dark chocolate, start with a lower percentage like 60%, and work your way up as your palate adjusts. So there you have it: nuts, leafy greens, berries, fatty fish, and dark chocolate. These 5 superfoods are simple, accessible, and incredibly powerful when it comes to supporting your health after 60. The beauty of them is that they don't require any drastic changes to your lifestyle. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet or spend hours in the kitchen. Instead, it's about making small, intentional choices every day, like swapping out chips for a handful of nuts, adding spinach to your omelet, or treating yourself to a square of dark chocolate after dinner. Small changes like these can add up to big results over time. And remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Maybe you'll start by incorporating 1 or 2 of these foods into your routine, and that's okay. Over time, as you notice how much better you feel, you might find yourself naturally gravitating toward healthier choices. The goal here isn't to restrict yourself or feel guilty. It's to nourish your body so you can enjoy life to the fullest no matter your age. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these superfoods already? Or do you have a favorite healthy snack that keeps you feeling great? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I always enjoy hearing from you. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We're here to support you on your journey to living a longer, healthier, and happier life, and we've got plenty more tips and advice coming your way. Here's to taking care of ourselves, embracing the wisdom that comes with age, and enjoying every step of the journey. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you're never too old to make positive changes. Here's to living your best life at any age.